family, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be showing you some home decor DIYs using Dollar Tree products. Now this is probably, and it's not probably, it is my favorite home decor video I've done thus far because all of the DIYs look super expensive. I'm especially proud of the candelabra. Like this candelabra right here only costs me $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 to make. And if you're really into the candelabra, pay attention for my next home decor DIY video. I'm going to be doing another candelabra in that video. It's kind of similar to this, but a little bit different. This one is more perfect for centerpieces, especially for a wedding. Let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite DIY of these three. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, if you do, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video to 4,000 likes. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll maybe get notified every single time that I upload. YouTube's a little wonky and sometimes they don't like to notify people that I uploaded. I just gotta keep trucking on. Anyways, with that being said, let's begin the video.
Let's start with my favorite DIY. That's the candelabra. From Dollar Tree, you're going to want to get these candlesticks. These candlesticks in particular are the best ones they have for this DIY. And then I picked up a 5x7 picture frame, and I'm going to be using the glass in the picture frame as the base to hold 3 candlesticks to make it look like the candelabra. You can see that the glass doesn't totally cover the bottom of the left and right candlesticks. Dollar Tree does carry bigger picture frames, but none go under the candlesticks perfectly. You'll either end up with a little bit of the candlestick hovering over the glass like I have, or too much glass on the sides of the candlesticks. So it's up to your preference. You can always get glass somewhere else if you want to. To glue down the candlesticks, you need to use a heavy-duty glue. I'm using E6000. It is important that you use a heavy-duty glue, otherwise it's just going to fall apart on you. Now when I glue the candlesticks that go on the ends to the glass, I glue them on upside down. That way I can make sure that they aren't going to adhere to the glass lopsided. If I had glued them the right side up, they might like lean off the glass a little bit just because they're not completely attached to the glass just yet. I don't know if that makes sense, honestly. Just listen to me and you won't regret it. Now I start to work on the base of the candelabra. I take a candlestick and I just glue it to the center. And the good thing about having the top of the candelabra flipped upside down when you're gluing everything together, you can make sure everything's perfectly aligned this way. It's easier to align it. And then I take another candlestick and I glue the top of the candlestick to the one that is attaching the glass, and then I wait for this to dry before I flip it over and I add the base. You want to wait 24 hours for your glue to completely dry, and that's what I did. You're dealing with a lot of glass here, so that's why you really want to make sure you take your time with this and you let it dry. Once completely dry, you can flip it right side up. Now to help with the stableness of the candelabra, I'm using a candy dish that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm just gluing the bottom candlestick on top of the candy dish. I think it looks nicer this way, and like I said, it helps with the stability of it. If you don't add the candy dish, it'll still stay up right side up, but it might wobble a little bit when you're placing candles into it. For any of these projects, if you end up smearing the E6000 glue or super glue in spots that you don't want it to be in, you can use nail polish remover to remove the spots. And that's how you make a candelabra using Dollar Tree products. Now, I did want to bling this up a little bit. Now, to do this, there's not much at Dollar Tree you can use to bling it up other than their acrylic gems, and it'll be kind of hard to make them dangle off of the bottom. So I'm using these Christmas ornaments that I got from Hobby Lobby. They were 80% off, but basically these are chandelier beads and you can find them at any craft store. It was just really cheap to get the ornaments when I went to Hobby Lobby. So what I'm doing is I'm just gluing the gem straight to the picture frame glass. For video purposes, I'm using a hot glue gun to do this just because it dries quickly. If you use a hot glue gun, you run the risk of knocking the chandelier beads off. I do, however, suggest using a mixture of the E6000 and hot glue gun if you have one, just because the hot glue gun will make sure that the bead doesn't slide down, whereas the E6000 takes a little while for it to just stay in place, so you'll have to hold the beads at least for honestly 10 minutes till it kind of stays in place. I know you guys will have a harder time finding these ornaments at Hobby Lobby just because the Christmas season has passed and they might not have it in the clearance section near you guys, but they do carry beads there that are just like this, and so does Michaels and Joann Fabrics. Remember to always use a coupon. If it's full price, don't pay full price for it. Use a coupon. Joann Fabrics tends to have 60% off coupons quite frequently, and I've been noticing Michaels has been having them every couple of weeks now. They didn't have it too often. They would get 50% off quite a lot, but not 60%, and lately, like I said, I've been noticing lots of 60% off coupons. Each pack of ornaments I bought had 5 of the string beads, so I used 10 total. Initially, I put 3 on both of the longer sides and 1 on the shorter sides, but then I decided to add 4 to the longer sides and then 1 still to the shorter sides. I ended up paying roughly $1 for each pack of the ornaments, so I got a really good steal on the ornaments. And that's how you make this glam candelabra. You don't need the crystal beads around it if you don't want to, or if you can't find them. Without them, it still looks really pretty. Our next DIY is this beautiful stand mirror that looks really bougie to me. So of course you're going to need candlesticks for this DIY, as well as a square cutting board. Now you're seeing me holding this circle cutting board. That's because I filmed the tutorial and then I accidentally deleted it. So this is all I had on hand and I had to redo it. So you can see I did it on a square board, but now I have to redo it because I messed up and I deleted the tutorial. But the good thing about that is I can now remove the stickers from the back of the mirror. Initially, I forgot to do that. So you're going to get these square mirrors from Dollar Tree and make sure you remove the stickers, because the first time I didn't do that. Now I can redo it. The 4 mirrors that are going to be attached to the cutting board, you want to remove the little legs that are on the back of the mirror. Sometimes you have a hard time removing them completely. Just remove them as much as you possibly can so they lie flat on top of the cutting board. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use your heavy duty glue to glue the mirrors to the cutting board. I'm using hot glue again for video purposes just because it dries quickly. If you're using a heavy duty glue, which I really hope you are, you want to place something in the middle of all 4 mirrors to make sure that they're lying flat onto the cutting board so they don't end up gluing kind of lopsided onto it. Just place something heavy where all 4 mirrors meet to make sure they're lying flat. Now you're going to take a candlestick and you are going to apply some glue to the top of the candlestick and then attach the board with the 4 mirrors to the candlestick. You'll then take another candlestick and glue that to the center of the 4 mirrors. Now glue just 1 mirror to the top of that candlestick. For the bottom of this candle stand, I just take 6 mirrors and I lay them out and then I place the rest of the stand on top of it. You want this to be one attached unit. You can always use the foam board from Dollar Tree to glue the 6 mirrors to that and then glue the rest of the stand on top of the 6 mirrors. The only thing is you'll have foam board showing below the mirrors. So that's just something that's up to you. It's all about personal preference. Moving on to our final DIY, which is the easiest of them all. Again, you're going to need some candlesticks. I prefer these candlesticks over the other candlesticks Dollar Tree carries because they're more sturdy. You're also going to need one of their cylinder vases, and then they have these small little candle holders. They come in gold and silver. I'm using the silver ones. Now all you're going to do is you're going to take your candlestick and you're going to glue one of the smaller little candle holders on top of it. Again, use a heavy duty glue. I'm just using a glue gun for video purposes, just because it dries quickly and then I could take this apart and recycle it in another tutorial if I want to. After I have those 2 pieces glued together, I can then glue on the cylinder vase. Dollar Tree carries a bunch of other different vases. You can always use one of those. I just really like the way these look. Now, to fill them up, I'm just using the acrylic gems Dollar Tree carries, and then Dollar Tree carries a bunch of different candles you can use to put inside of there. Now, if you do plan on using a real candle, not a LED candle, I don't really suggest putting the acrylic gems in there if you plan on lighting the candle. Just for show, to look pretty, I put in a real candle, but I wouldn't actually light it because the gems are going to catch on fire. If you want to create a tier set, you just have to glue 2 of those smaller, or 3, depends how big you want it, of the smaller candle holders onto each other to create more height. And that's it for this DIY, which is definitely the easiest of the 3. That's it for this Dollar Tree decor video. Honestly, this is one of my favorite ones I've done so far because everything looks freaking bougie. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, please give it a thumbs up if you like it. Helps my channel out a lot. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.